What's up, guys? Welcome back to my sorry. Welcome by guys. Welcome back to my trading channel. And I'm just done with recording the daily vlog. And literally, I want to say thank you for if you're still watching one of these videos. Um, I usually stream because I just want to cut the time of editing. Streaming is just direct and with wasting no time, let's start into the daily session. So today we're just going to be analyzing the charts as usual. You know how it's been. As usual, we're going to just be analyzing, nothing more, nothing less. So as you see, today's on a Monday. Price opened, leaving this gap behind, which we all know that we must fill the gap. We were at a very sweet premium level. I think now we are in a discount level. Yeah. We were at premium, so selling at this point, it's making no sense. Maybe we retreat until somewhere here, not retreat, retrace until somewhere here because we've clearly broken the structure of an external, not an external, not yet. We have broken a structure we've broken an internal structure, which is this zone right here, which many of the liquidities were here. Then we might be having a very small pullback and then we continue with the downtrend. That's my anticipation. Or yeah, that's my anticipation on Euro USD. Let me open a much more clear chart. Let me explain something out of this and what am I seeing. What I'm seeing is that we were in a downtrend. Let me look at the history of what I'm seeing. Okay. We were in a downtrend, we broke this structure and broke this structure. When we broke this structure, we had a slight pullback. As we can see, we had a slight pullback. Then we continue with the downtrend, then broken this another structure. Let me show you guys. Oh, I've not screen shared. Shoot. What I was saying is that we were in a downtrend on Euro USD and we broke this structure, having this small pullback right here. I don't know if you can see it, this small pullback. We broke in really very many structures, but this was a liquidity grab. This was just to accumulate, manipulate, and accumulate, manipulate, and distribute. Am I saying it correct? Accumulate. Tell me in the comment section. I'm going to look off that strategy again: accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Yeah, distribution. We were just accumulating from here and here, collecting liquidity, then break above, then start. This was the manipulation because it manipulated people that we are going big time buys. Then we started dropping massively. Then we formed these double tops, which there's probably liquidity above. Yeah, and yeah, after breaking this structure, having this pullback, breaking another structure, another external structure, breaking this another external structure. This is what is currently manipulating the market, because as you can see, we are really struggling to break below this level right here. Let me show you. For you to see, we're really struggling to break this level. We're really struggling to break this level, innit? As you can see, we broke below, then it was like taking some liquidity, then above, forming is this kind of a double top, kind of a double top. The market is so random, so I'm just speaking of what I'm seeing. Yeah, yeah, kind of a double top. Then we respected this zone here. I think, do we have a liquidity zone? Let me look. No, we don't have a liquidity zone here. Yes, we do have. Yes, we do have. We do have a not a liquidity, and fair value gap right here. I think I'm going to be entering on fair value gaps, guys. Tell me in the comments. I think a fair value gap really gives it off as a good entry, because damn, look at this. Look at this, man. It's just perfect. Kwanza at the 50 at the 50%. Let me look. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the freaking 50%. At the freaking percent, it really respects that area like that badly. We are only forming wicks below the main main support level. I don't know if we're going to break below or support it, or bounce out of it. It's really hard to be 100% sure about the markets. Um, in my 15-minute time frame, okay, as you can see, after forming, after leaving this gap behind, we had this huge imbalance area, which we had to fill the orders ASAP. Yeah, we had to fill the orders, which we were forming this fair value gap, which has already been reacted from. I'm looking for from somewhere to enter. We had this huge fair value gap, which we didn't even, yeah, we had previously respected the area. Look here, chat. We had previously respected the area. Yeah, I think I'm going to be entering from these fair value gaps, or inverse fair value gap, because as you can see, price really respects fair value gap. I don't know. Somebody tell me the idea behind the fair value gaps and stuff. This is another one, but this is a low probability one. But it still worked. That's my point. These things do work. Then we had this one right here, which we passed through. I don't know. There's something about inverse fair value gap that I didn't understand. I think I'm going to be jumping. I think I'm going to be learning about it more, so that I give you guys what really works as you see it from me. Because literally I'm a student. Yeah. So I'm looking for fair value gaps so that I see if they truly indeed work. You see, we respected this one. I'm looking for just an inverse fair value gap, but I'm not seeing one at the minute. Inverse, maybe this one. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is an inverse. As you see, we never respected this area, but we came to respect it afterwards. Wait, another fair value gap here. So yeah, I think I'm going to be entering, or Fair value gaps. Yeah, I've made up my mind. I'm going to be entering of fair value gaps. We just formed this at that zone, at that zone. So I really do think that we have a very huge potential of to the downside, like breaking this support area, coming to retest it, then continuing with the trend. I do know that that is going to happen when I'm at school, so I'm not going to take any trades now. Yeah, let me see what I anticipated on. If what I anticipated on. Okay, we are not that bad because I had knew that we must take liquidity, which we did. Now we are back to this area right here, which I had placed my entry right here. So I think I'm okay. I'm not that bad. And then we came and respected this trend line. We all know that we do have some kind of liquidity at these areas right here. So we just broke below, we just broke above, then come below to retest. After failing to close below this, we went above and had this huge candlestick. Then we come again and retraced back to this support zone, which we are really, really hoping to break below. This is a trade that I took yesterday. No, not yesterday. This is a trade that I took some time back. And it was based at the market. It was simply based on, sorry, it was simply based on a fair value gap. So you guys, you can see how crucial the fair value gap is respected in the market, something that you can't see. So fair value gap is what I'm going to be using as entries, and I'll find better ways to use it. At the minute, I just know that fair value gap is respected. But I'm going to make it sure that before I vlog another stream, maybe in the evening, I'll be having some kind of an idea of how I should enter based on fair value gaps. Because as you can see, we're respecting this zone, and we are truly respecting this zone. Let me show you a magic check. We're respecting that zone because of this fair value gap. I don't know if you can see it, but I see it enough. This fair value gap. So, and you can just see how price is breaking below. Ah, yeah, yeah, mashallah. Price is breaking below this resistance. Somebody tell me what's freaking going on. We're just dominating. But we don't know. These things are so random. So after having this break of structure now, we're going to be pulling back. That I'm sure of. Yeah, we respected once, two, three times of that fair value gap, man. I think fair value gap are usually respected. I don't know the psychological part about fair value gap or what the algorithm does with fair value gaps, but I mainly think that when prices live in such a huge imbalance, many people placed by orders from that area that we left that gap, which price must come back and fill those orders by respecting that area, or it comes back cheap so that people might buy again. I don't know. That's what I think of a value gap. And you can just tell me in the comment section. Feel free to dingle up your whatever. As been said, that's just a daily analysis, guys, for you guys to see how I am doing on analysis. I'm not that good and I'm not that bad. I'm literally in the middle, trying to strive for success at the minute. It's 4:48. This is a 16-minute vlog. I'm going to be doing a psychology videos on Saturday, and then no. I'm going to do a weekly recap of which trade I took and why I took them on Saturday. Then on Sunday we are going to be doing a psychological breakdown on what should I be focusing on in my trading journey. What should I be doing instead of just sitting around, lazing around? Um, yeah, something like that. And maybe I will get to know how my brain works when I'm trading. I'll get to master myself, understand myself, put myself as a lab rat for me to understand better so that when I'm trading, I do know that, no, this is just greed trying to take over me. No, I should just wait or I should just get off the trade. Yeah, as it is, adios muchachos, guys. Peace. And I do feel good that I'm doing this on a daily basis. Like literally, I was streaming 3 a.m. Who does that? Like who does that? I was streaming 4 a.m. because that's the smallest time I do have. Okay, I don't wanna brag about it. So adios, muchachos. See you guys next time. Peace.